What up, it's your boy Dvrth again for another video. Today we are here with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 43. Last episode um we had a couple a very good amount of Hohenheim and a lot of hype actually around Hohenheim, for me at least. And, you know, I started off not really messing with Hohenheim. But we're very far into the show, and now like Hohenheim is one of my favorite characters to get focus on. So we got a little bit of Hohenheim versus Pride. He sent out a declaration of war, and we ended off on what's my dog's name? We ended off on Kimberly basically starting more bloodshed, because that's kind of like the plan for Father in the homunculus, is to start more bloodshed, thus making the big I always call it a summoning circle, but transmutation circle, and what comes from that I still don't know. So I guess we'll just have to see. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Links going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon. Links going to be in the description below as well. We also have the full length reaction to these episodes on there. So with all that being said, let's get our headphones. They're plugged up because they were dying earlier. Make sure they're on. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. What did you think was going to happen? You went up against somebody with a big ass wall. They have the. Yeah, bro. Oh, okay, that's why I thought they would win. You're an idiot. Mine.
The crest is carved.
Yep. Fuck. God damn it. Fuck. Also, like that, it goes straight into a transmutation circle being made in the OP. Just because you was a little helpful don't mean that you can just continue to bitch.
Hey! They're close by. Follow me.
You lead the way,
Oh.
Zompano.
No!
Country, how do you feel about your leader being a homunculus?
Dude, why ask? I mean, I
Sad
know
the
why
thing I've
ask.
answered to and trusted isn't real.
Yeah.
That you don't even have that much.
What do you want to say because of that question? Like, what do you want to say in response to that question? That's a better
It
question.
is true that Salim was appointed to be my son by my superior. But my wife, at least, was of my own choosing.
Yeah, I figure that that's one thing that he actually chose was his
Are you
wife.
finished with the tea?
Specifically because of the story that she took, or that she told. But it also tells me that there's something in there.
Thank you.
It's been too long. I like what you've done with your face.
Boy, I can't wait to roast you.
Now, who do you think you are? You honestly believed you could pull one over on me?
What
What is this?
Look at your dumbass, look at your dumbass, look at your dumbass.
Zompano!
You think, Henry? They're like landmines loaded with alchemy.
That kind of alchemy doesn't even exist!
Yeah? So why are you getting dirted?
Damn it! You say they're landmines? Well, then all I have to do is follow your footsteps to
Yeah?
avoid them.
Yeah? You think that we didn't think about that, you dumb bitch? You didn't think we didn't think about that, you dumb bitch?
Should have just done as you were told. But if
Oh,
you
yeah?
stop really want to
What's she gonna do about
then
it?
I'll show you who's in charge.
Yeah, do something about it, you ugly fuck. Oh, okay. A little uglier than I thought. Pussy. Goodbye. Look at your dumb, stupid ass. Look at you. Bitch ass nigga. Head nigga in charge in this bitch. Make it. Oh shit. Don DeMarco. Damn. Rip that nigga. Okay, maybe I want you to die.
Stay put, unless you want him dead.
Oh no.
Now then.
I won't let you let my research team go, damn it!
Let me hear her dumbass in her fucking nose.
It's a little late to release release them now that we've turned them into philosopher's stones.
You sacrificed my men?
Not Don DeMarco's niggas.
I forgot to tell you.
You're right.
Fuck.
Sacrificed
Oh
many
my
innocent
god.
lives to damn
Ew,
philosopher's
what the
stones.
fuck?
I know better than anyone else how much pain goes into creating them. And not only do I know how to create
Yeah,
them,
Don DeMarco.
I know how to destroy them as well.
Yeah, Don DeMarco. Yeah, Don DeMarco. What the? What the fuck?
This can't be.
Yeah, look at you.
How can this?
Yeah.
Look at me. Don't look down on me, you worm.
What the fuck?
Don't look down on me.
Stomp her dumb ass out.
Take a risk and think for myself.
So this is a
I put my
it's a
fear
good
aside.
way
Did
to
what was right.
what's the word?
Wanted to be like your parents.
Redeem himself. You feel me? Because the Mr. Marco has done some pretty shady shit. Now, granted, it's a little bit. Ah!
Let go!
Yoki, why must you always be?
You can't. Now, if you want him to live, you'll do as I tell you.
Got him looking stupid.
Do what you want. It's not like he's our friend or anything.
Right, we don't give a fuck about Yoki.
We'll never forget your sacrifice.
Please, Mr. Scar, you won't stay back and let
That's
this thing kill
funny.
me, right? I'm afraid I'm not used to bluffing like that.
Good shit.
None of you guys are my friends.
Oh, shut up, Yoki. You lived.
Spit it out.
Mink, 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 mink. Yup.
Ah, that's it.
Look at Yoki. Funny.
Even if I do talk, you're still gonna kill me.
Realize something about the actions I've taken. I don't intend to simply punish this country for what it did to Ishval. I want to change it.
There we go. What the fuck going on?
The two of us need to set things right.
Absolutely.
I've got some place I've been meaning to check out.
Oh, where's that?
It's a town called Lior. I'm not sure.
We're going back to Lior?
I have a feeling the tunnel runs under it.
There we go. Right, because right.
This thing and return to your country instead of a seemingly indestructible creature.
Oh,
It might appease your emperor enough to save your clan.
I can't. Who's gonna teach you about alchemy if I leave?
You need to
That's
think
right,
about your own country.
Thank you for everything.
real shit.
You take care, mate.
I'll never forget any of you. Thank you. Goodbye.
I like that they have a little cloth over it because it is cold as fuck and she can't hold it the whole way if it doesn't have the cloth on it.
She goes.
I forgot what they call them.
Bradley.
Yep. Oh, right. Because Bradley did kill him. And you survived, so this may be... Oh, shit.
Sis,
Oh, no.
so kind as to possibly move your foot, please.
Oh, no.
To address me as General.
Yes, ma'am, General.
You're just as gutless as I remember you being.
How will you ever find a husband if you continue to...
Oh, that's a
enough of your
sore
sniveling,
spot.
you pansy. Ugh. I need to get away from you before I start to catch your cowardice.
Got my nigga looking stupid.
Looking for you, General. What about creating people?
Mm.
Why do you suppose the state would so firmly enforce this regulation?
I don't like
Simply
being
unethical, sir.
around
It's
this
even taboo
dark,
amongst alchemists.
dank
From what I
place.
understand, they regard it as an implicit sacrilege against God.
But that isn't why. Reason
Fuck.
is far less abstract.
What the
The
fuck?
third tenet is to prevent someone from creating their own army, General.
Holy fuck.
No, we're traveling separately right now.
Oh, that's too bad. I
Damn.
actually really missed him.
Mmm.
Winry?
Mmm.
What, Al?
Mmm. Mmm.
Listening, thanks.
Mmm.
Okay, Rose. These pots are as clean as they get. You have anything else?
Hohenheim. Let's get it. Okay, we here. We here with Big Hohenheim. Okay, so the the title of this episode is very very yeah, it's very on the nose, but I like it because it comes down to simply just one little thing that caused so much trouble for us, which is the reason why it's called Bite of the Ant, right? Because this small thing that is envy is what caused so many deaths and wars and all this other shit, showing how detrimental the bite of the ant really is. In all reality, if we were to see the world as like a body, we kind of, you would be surprised how much damage an ant can do, especially depending on what kind of ant it is. You'd be surprised how much damage one ant can do to a body. You know, I'm not saying that it'll completely kill that person, but it can do some damage before it gets dirted, right? I mean, I think anybody who has dealt with, you know, a bug of that sort, whether it be an ant or something similar to it, knows that, yeah, you can get that thing can get some work done before you figure out where it is, how to kill it, and if you actually have killed it, right? So it's a very poignant title for this episode, seeing as though we finally got rid of envy. I really wanted Mustang to get that final you know hit on envy, that killing blow, but you know, I'll take it. What we got is actually better than that when it comes to like the story. So yeah, I do like that, you know, the how the title, you know, kind of meshes with the actual content of this episode. And it's mostly because since we have all, you know, all that damage done by that small little, you know, ant, as we will call it, it shows you not just like, I don't want to say the weakness of man, but it shows you the fragility and how, and kind of how small things, very very simple things, can lead to the fall or rise of any kingdom or species or race, right? And in this situation, we've seen, you know, the people die. We've seen superpower, or not superpowers, like kingdoms in the form of superpowers, you know, be created and things like that. But more importantly, we've seen people who have aided in those, you know, whether the fall of whatever or the building of whatever. We've seen people like DeMarco and Scar, people who aided it in these things. We see them kind of atoning for what they've done, and while, you know, they still have a lot more to do, it's good to see that atonement, you know, at least begin, you know, with Dr. Marco. We obviously know that he's not a bad person, but in all reality, Dr. Marco has done a lot of bad shit. He's helped out with some horrible experiments, and he has put he's killed a lot of people in order to obtain, you know, those results. Now, granted, that obviously there's nuance to it. There, you know, Dr. Marco obviously didn't want to do it, but think about it in this way, that a lot of our main cast, Hawkeye, Mustang, Armstrong, everybody that was in the war, they didn't want to do it either, but they did for country, right? And their own, you know, their own reasons, right? Their own humanly plain and simple reasons that are totally valid. But the thing is that a lot of us, you know, a lot of us have to atone for the things that we did. And and we've already kind of set up that theme with the conversation with Hawkeye saying that, you know, at the end of this, we all want to be tried because we did some pretty fucked up shit. And here in this episode, we got that, you know, at least the start of that atonement with Dr. Marco being like, yo, I know I made this. That means I know how to destroy it. And that's where I'm going to like start. That's where my road to redemption starts, where I can start by dirting you, getting rid of you, and then I can continue on doing good in the way of like helping out Edward, Winry, Alphonse, Scar. And speaking of Scar, he's also somebody who also has a lot to atone for. Now, granted, you know how it is. Scar isn't a bad person, but he's done some bad shit, killing Winry's parents. While understandable why he did it, I mean, I'm not gonna say it. We've had that conversation. While understandable why he did it and why he reacted that way, he still added to that war machine that killed his people. So he also has a lot of atonement to, you know, a lot of redemption not to do. He has a long way to go on his road of redemption. That's what I'm trying to say. So when he says like, yeah, instead of like destroying things now, which is a great change for his character, because when we were introduced to his character, we were introduced to somebody who used the power of destruction, specifically in the whole transmutation cycle. He used the power of destruction specifically because that's what brought him here, is destroying his country or his home, his village, his like country or whatever. He took that same hatred, that same power that got him here, and he started to create that cycle of violence by using that same power to kill more people. You know, like, as Amestrians did this to me, so I'm going to use the same power that they did, or that they used to take out my people, to take out their people, right? And we now see him his character kind of change now that he spoke to Miles, who had I love Miles, who has a better, not just a better solution, but a different outlook on it, since, you know, because of his lineage, who's like, okay, instead of like just going out and dirting people, I understand, you know, why you would be mad, but instead of me going out and dirting people, I've decided to just make the world a better place from the inside, right? Instead of just destroying shit, right? Which is a astronomically better plan than just running out and killing people, right? And so, like I said, we see the change in Scar's character by him being like, yeah, I'm not gonna kill people anymore just to you know, cause havoc, you know, get my, like, air out my frustrations. Instead, like Miles, I'm going to try to change the world for the better. So it's a great what's the word? It's a great change in his character, I guess, because I do really like Scar, and I do sympathize with what he had to go through, but I couldn't get down with the way that he was, you know, taking out his frustrations and his anger and you know, despair on other people. That just wasn't what's up, right? So it's good to see him finally understand the error of his ways and actually change for the better. Even, you know, even seeing him, you know, giving the homunculus to is it Xiao Mei? Mei Ling? Mei? I just don't call her Mei. Giving the homunculus to Mei and being like, you know, take it back to your people, because I don't want you to go off, you know, back empty-handed. You know, truly actually caring about this person instead of just being so, you know, cold and nonchalant and aloof. Actually showing some compassion for Mei in giving her, I guess, evidence of immortality, as much as I don't believe that she should be looking for her country shouldn't be looking for it. It's just nice to see him actually care for a person in in a way. So it's a great change. It's just a great change for his character. I love the character of Scar, especially now that he's done some introspective thought on himself, and some self-reflection in order to be a better person. I am still afraid of this giant transmutation circle being created. We haven't got any information on that yet. However, it's done basically, and I think very soon we're about to see the fruits of Father's labor. As much as we started our counterattack, and we're learning about different alchemy, different versions of alchemy to actually fight instead of like being blocked by Father with his whatever the fuck he did last time. The counterattack isn't going to be much if we don't actually start, or if whatever Father hits us with first is detrimental enough, right? Because now that he's finally done, I don't know if there's any more steps he has to take, but I mean, the tunnel's done, the transmutation circle thing, or those are done. What more do you have to do? I don't even know what he wants to do. And hopefully it's, well, let's not say hopefully, because goddamn, we know it's gonna be some heinous shit. We do know, however, what the military wants to do, obviously, as we saw in that final scene, that you don't go against, or not go against the military. Well, you don't create gold, you don't create life, or you don't go against the military, you don't create gold, and you don't create life. And why? Because one, as we kind of learned in not Yoki's episode, but Yoki's like a little backstory or whatever, you can't create gold, which was kind of obvious throughout the show. Like, why would you? The economic, like, the economy would go into a fucking spiral if you could create gold with alchemy. Obviously that would be illegal. You can't go against the government or whatever, because it's the government, and they would rather you not do that. They would rather have power over their domain, obviously. And you can't create people. Now, as he said, the obvious answer of why you can't create people is that it goes against God, right? That is a godlike power that we as humans are not supposed to have. Or at least, on the fly, I guess. But the real reason is not because it goes against God. It goes against the government who believes themselves to be God. If somebody else had a greater God power than the government, then the government loses power itself. So yes, the reason why you don't create people is because somebody else could do it. And it would look really bad if somebody else did it better than the government. That would be, yeah, that would be tough. I'm a little afraid of Olivier's safety right now. I mean, she's a strong woman. I don't doubt that she is, but I'm still a little. Hopefully, she's okay. This could be bad. I don't know. Well, it's because she knows most of the truth now, and like everybody knows that she knows the truth. That's why they're kind of filling her in on a lot of things. But I'm afraid of what they're going to try to do to her. But I think she'll be okay. Lastly, we got a bit of what's his name, Bradley scene where we had him talk about like how everything in his life was appointed, but the one thing that he chose himself was his wife. And you know, we could see homunculus as being lifeless and you know, just kind of like tools, but there are a lot of, there are scenes where they show a little bit more humanity than what we expect from them. And in this scene we got a little bit of that, where Bradley talks about his wife and her being the only thing that he was able to choose, that being who he loved. Like, that shows a little bit of humanity in him. As much as of a weapon he is, he still has that bit of humanity in him. And I'm wondering if we'll get a little bit more of that in the future. Like, we have to dirt Bradley, obviously, but I want to kind of like harp on that a little bit more. So hopefully we get more Bradley focus as well. Almost done, actually. We only got like 20 some more episodes, so we'll see how this wraps up, man. We're getting very close to the end, and like each episode kind of shows me more and more of that we are very much getting closer and closer to the end. So hyped to see that's the biggest thing for me. I want to see why make a big transmutation circle. I get the whole like government thing. Like, obviously you want more power, get it, understand. Stupid, understand it though. But like, why the big transmutation circle? Why? What is Father trying to do? I feel like it's going to be horrible. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Links going to be in the description below. If you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon. Links going to be in the description below for that as well. We also have the full length reaction to these episodes there. If you, Jesus Christ, with all that being said, get my off button ready. There it is. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.